Hey, how you doing? Just finishing off a bit of lunch. Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. How you doing? Um, I've just been out actually. The sun is out. We're nearly in November and the sun's out. It's beautiful. So I'm going to go out again. Make the most of it, before the dark nights draw in. But I thought I'd do a quick video about a subject that, I'll be honest with you, it amused me. I thought it was funny more than anything. Maybe I shouldn't think it's funny, because maybe it was more serious than the bare facts suggest. But Paulie Malignaggi versus Frank Smith. What do you think about that one? Who's your money on? For those of you that don't know, there can't be many of you, but Malignaggi stopped working for Sky, and people were like, why? He's such a brilliant commentator, which he is. And then there was talk of him joining DAZN, and he wasn't picked for their team. Well, Malignaggi was interviewed a few days ago, and he said, that the reason he ties have been cut with Matchroom, Sky and DAZN is because he had an altercation with a fan. He was doing selfies and whatever they do these days. Used to be signing autographs in my day. Nowadays it's all selfies. One of them got a bit lippy, so Malignaggi told him to wind his neck in. The fan, if you can call him a fan, if he is a fan, then spoke to Frank Smith and accused Malignaggi of spitting at him. And Frank Smith gave the guy some tickets, free tickets. And Malignaggi wasn't happy with this, so he went to see Frank Smith, and they had words. They had a little falling out. Frank Smith, if you don't know, is the CEO of Matchroom Boxing. And this happened some time ago. He mentioned the card, I can't remember it offhand. But it was over a year ago. Well over a year ago. So, Frank Smith was then interviewed. Oh, by the way, Malignaggi denies spitting at this guy. He says that he may have, some spittle may have hit the kid when he was railing against him, but he denied spitting at him. He said, no, that didn't happen. And his argument is that Smith shouldn't have given the tickets to this guy because this guy was out of order. He was being cheeky and rude and all the rest of it. And Malignaggi had selfies with another load of people. They were all really nice and they didn't get tickets. So that's Malignaggi's point of view. It makes a lot of sense. Frank Smith was then interviewed and he said, look, Malignaggi spat at someone. We don't want to be connected with any kind of behaviour like that at Matchroom. He pointed out that Malignaggi's never worked for Matchroom, he worked for Sky. And Frank Smith denied vetoing any kind of deal that DAZN may have been thinking of with Malignaggi. He said, if Malignaggi's there, I'll have a drink with him. And Frank Smith said, look, I get called a fat prick every day of the week, but I don't spit in people's faces. I don't believe in that type of behaviour. Which again, makes a lot of sense. Now, this all sounds like a load of handbags to me, like a load of playground nonsense. My personal view is that if someone gives you trash talk, your best bet is to just walk away. But Malignaggi's a fiery character. He's got a lot of pride. Very, very frank, open person. Says it like it is. Very opinionated. I can't imagine him walking away. But maybe he should have done. I don't know. Did he spit in the guy's face? How the hell do I know? His argument, well, some spittle hit the guy and I didn't mean to spit at him. That can happen. Yeah. From Frank Smith's point of view, maybe he was between a rock and a hard place. He's got to think of Matchroom and Sky and the brand and all that stuff because he's a corporate guy. So he gave the guy tickets. Maybe he shouldn't have given him the tickets. I don't know. I kind of side slightly with Malignaggi on that. But it does beg the question, what do you do if someone's giving you trash? Now, I worked for years in homeless hostels. And I now work as a drug and alcohol, they call it a recovery coordinator, which is a fancy name for a key worker, okay? It's one of these highfalutin titles that doesn't actually mean anything. I coordinate people's recovery and all that. But anyway, I'm working with drug and alcohol clients. Most of them are lovely. Most of them are good as gold. I'd never judge someone for having got lost in life and gone down the wrong path, and either knowingly or not. A lot of them have got terrible abuse in their background, and they're terrific people. You know, most of them are terrific people, and if you could see them as kids being abused or neglected, you'd step in and help them, but no one did, so they grew up to be dysfunctional adults. But you do get a few who get cheeky and who call you all sorts of names, and on very rare occasions they'll square up to you. Now, the way I handle this, it doesn't happen that often, but it does happen. The way I personally handle this is I'll walk away. But there have been occasions when I haven't been able to walk away because my back's against the wall, or there's nowhere to go, there's no door, there's no room I can go into or whatever. So I ask them to calm down. If they won't, I say, well, go on then, do what you got to do. Because I'm here, you're here, all right? You're telling me this, you talk a lot, do it. You know, if you want to get in trouble with the police. And also, if you do put your hands on me, all bets are off. So it's going to be you or me. It might be me. It's going to be one of us. To this day, none of them have done that. None of them have done that. And most people who get aggressive, they don't actually get aggressive with you. They get aggressive with the situation. But unfortunately, well, they get aggressive because they're frustrated because their lives are garbage. They realise they've made a shitload of mistakes, so that's where they're at. And they want their lives back. But you do get a few idiots. You do get a few people, like my clients. If they'd never taken drinking drugs in their life, they'd still be arseholes. You do get people like that, unfortunately. And possibly Malignaggi was faced with one such person. So should he have done what he did, which was to give the guy a load of lip, or should he just said, yeah, all right, mate, and walked away, which is what 99 times out of 100, I would do in my profession. It's a good question. And I've even had people on the streets who, like when I worked in homeless hostels, I kicked them out for drug dealing or whatever, I kicked them out of the hostel, and they still remember it now, years and years later. And they come up to me, they give me lip, and I just say to them, look, you're talking, it's piss and wind. You're talking piss and wind, because if you were going to do anything, you'd be doing it, you wouldn't be talking about it. So do it or piss off. And again, none of them do anything. So if I was Malignaggi, with the benefit of hindsight, I'd have probably just said, go away, go away. Or I'd have gone away. If I was Frank Smith, this thing about giving the guy tickets, I don't know about that. It does seem that bad behaviour may have been rewarded, which you should never ever do. So I would support Malignaggi on that. But yeah, what do you think? It's an interesting little conundrum, moral conundrum, isn't it? So yeah, I'll leave it there. I thought it was kind of funny when I was hearing about it, but then I got thinking, I thought, if I was in that position, what would I have done? It's easier said than done, maybe, to walk away. You know, let me know what you think. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I hope you like the video. I'm trying to build up a little community, little boxing community. The only reason I started the channel was to sort of reach out and, you know, chat with other boxing fans because I love the game so much. And like the video, share the video, do what you got to do. All support is always appreciated, all right? So anyway, I'm going to get back outside to the nice weather. Nice, cool, sunny weather. I hope it's nice where you are. If not, I'm sending you good vibes, all right? So you take care of yourself. You enjoy the rest of the weekend. We got the Chantel Cameron fight later today in the UK. So I'm looking forward to that. But I'll speak to you soon. And meanwhile, take care of yourself. Bye-bye.